The name of the company is On Semiconductor. On Semiconductor was formed about 18 months ago when we spun off from Motorola. We produce broadband and analog semiconductors. We produce the things that turn your world on. The corporate headquarters are located in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix is a great place to have a corporate office.
We have great colleagues, a really exciting leadership team who wants to make change.
Doing things differently means thinking out of the box. It means not necessarily doing things the way that you've been used to doing them in the past. On Semiconductor is a great place to work. One of the primary challenges of splitting off from our former parent company was trying to make people productive as quickly as possible. The fact was we inherited somewhat of a mess. We had hundreds of different directories that required different logins, different accounts for people. They were all managed in separate places.
We have multiple different networks, and we have a heterogeneous platforms here, as most large companies do, with Sun, HP, PCs, Macintoshes, mainframes. We had to tie those all together and unify those, and Novell Directory Services helped us achieve that.
There's one thing that everybody in the company agrees with now. We have one directory service.
A secondary problem was also the assets growing legs, wandering off, losing them. This problem is exacerbated by the fact that we have 13,000 to 14,000 employees worldwide.
This is one of the primary problems that large corporations face, is that these objects tend to be very mobile. And if they're not tied into a given person, you have no way of tracking where that asset has moved to. Well, by using a directory and listing both information about people and the objects to which they're connected in the directory, we have a single window that we can go to that can say where this guy was last seen. That kind of automation would not be possible without the net services components that we brought in from Novell. In addition to the productivity-related benefits, there are financial benefits.
So far, we've been able to show that we've saved between $400,000 and $500,000 just in pager fees that we don't have to pay, in recurring cell phone charges. Without the Novell Directory Service, we wouldn't have been able to do all of that.
As a director in IT of this company, I would recommend that any IT director, CIO, any IT person look seriously at Novell and the technology that's there as a key enabler of workforce productivity, e-business, supply chain management, across the entire spectrum of IT services. Novell gets it when it comes to directory services and a single overarching network strategy. They understand the power of a network and the power that a directory brings to uniting the resources on that network and making them as transparent as possible and as accessible as possible to everybody who needs to access them. And you can't do it without something like eDirectory. Novell is the smarts that it takes for a company to do what we've done. I can't think of any place else where I could get this. Novell is OneNet. Novell is directories. Novell is the power to change.